Hello, welcome everyone. Today we're doing some Igi Fora art with Matt here.
Hello. A little slow on
And
the draw today.
yeah, it's been a week.
Oh yeah, quite a week.
And if you're curious, while Matt's working on that, I'm gonna be cutting out cards down here on my desk. So the grind never stops getting this game going.
Yeah. So today I'm going to be doing some art from the Iggy Fora iconic traits. The Iggy Fora, in our terms, are called the fire ants, and they are, what would you describe them as? Like a berserker class, almost?
They're very much a more traditionalist, like warrior class, like of Fora. They are much more. They like to keep to themselves. They're much more tribalistic, and they don't like to associate so much with other Fora tribes, even uh, like socially. They do trade, but they're much more wary of outsiders. So, but
Yeah.
as far as like their social castes go, the Igi warriors are almost the entirety of their people, and so uh, they're venom masters. Berserkers maybe not so much, but they are very fierce stealth warriors for sure.
Yeah. A lot of their iconic traits have to do with venom and them utilizing venom in a lot of very interesting and different ways. So today we're going to be doing the card Burning Bite. Uh, in our current dev version, the wording is: as you ready yourself to bite an opponent, you bloom venom from the tips of your fangs. And I just figured that was kind of a good starting point to just get a look of what their venom is supposed to be like. Like how fantastical do we want to look? Do we want to be more mundane? Um, and yeah, kind of get that exploration. So when we start moving on to more complex expressions of their venom, I just have a solid idea of what that looks like.
For sure. One way that I was thinking of it potentially, like you know, I have wild imagination, and I watch a lot of movies, so a lot of my vision for a lot of Colony is very cinematic. And uh, one way that I envisioned the depiction of Venom is, at least the Igi's Venom, is that it has like that. You know that one scene in Lord of the Rings when they're in Rivendell and they're looking at the ring, or Frodo's looking at the ring as everybody's arguing and getting heated, and he sees the fire reflected around all of them.
Mhm.
I kind of imagined like something like that, where there's like this hidden flame in the reflection of the venom. But I also don't want to stifle any creative ideas that you also have. But that's one way
I
that
mean,
I imagined it.
yeah, that's not too far off from what I was thinking when I uh, was kind of just doing some head thoughts about it. Probably like an orangish color, something kind of bright and burning.
Mm-hmm.
We do have other elements in the world that kind of fit that description, like sun amber, which kind of has a very vibrant, burning look to it. Although that is more yellow. Uh, but I think it's just an idea, or I think the idea is that we want to keep our various magical and like physical expressions like very visually distinct from one another.
Yeah, that's true. And you know, as since we are trying to achieve not necessarily scientifically accurate, but scientifically informed fantasy, it might be worth taking a look at what their actual venom looks like. Here. Fire ant venom. It is a 95% water-insoluble alkaloid, with the remaining 5% being an aqueous protein solution. Interesting. So let's see what... I wonder if anybody's ever gotten enough of it to, like, fill a beaker or something.
Milking the ants for their venom. Yeah.
Not a lot to go off of. Doesn't look like anybody's really cared about the color of it. Well, let's see what a water-insoluble alkaloid would look like.
Computer, show me a water-insoluble alkaloid. Yeah, I think no matter what this piece ends up looking like, it's definitely going to be a kind of a profile piece, which we don't have a lot of in the cards. A lot of cards are just very like pulled out action dynamic set pieces.
Mm-hmm.
So this will be a different one for sure.
Says
I
that
do really like this one so far. With the ant like kind of reaching towards the viewers here.
I'm here. I'm gonna bite you. Seems like alkaloids are generally colorless with bitterness. So, optically active and mostly left-handed from a chirality point of view. So that's interesting. I was just talking with Jade earlier about chirality and chemicals, so that's cool that that got brought up today. So, it's colorless, so I'm just gonna say do what you like. Artistic liberty time.
Yeah, it's not very common that we come to the point where we're designing something in Colony and there isn't a really cool real life reference to look at.
Yeah.
Like most of the time, if we're looking for something, we'll find it and it'll be like, cool, I'm glad we did that instead of just making it up, because the real life is just so much more interesting.
Mm-hmm. And then sometimes you're getting into nitty-gritty stuff like chemicals, and there's a lot of colorless chemicals. So you just gotta start making stuff up to make it interesting. It is scientifically informed fantasy, after all. And welcome to our 5 viewers right now, by the way. If you guys have any questions about the world of Colony, about the project, about anything, just, you know, hit us up in the chat. Let us know. Ooh. Ollie, if you could send that, image to Matt, that's pretty cool. That's really cool, actually.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll look at it on my phone so I don't dox myself.
Oh, hey, and we have some comments from Emerald Dragonflame in the Discord server, which I didn't notice because I wasn't paying attention. That's my bad.
Hey, what's up, Emerald?
Most magic tends to be purple or blue. Maybe to make it more unique, we could go with the orange or red. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, one thing that I'm going to try and do going forward is have the iconic trait cards have similar color palettes on each card. It's not going to be perfect. You know, it's not going to be super strict, but I think the Iggy Fora cards having a very orange hue to them I think would be very interesting and kind of allow you to, when you're looking through your hand, quickly deduce like what a card is and what it belongs to.
Mm-hmm.
Just those very subtle art cues.
Oh, and Bennett will be joining us in about a half an hour. Cool, that'll be fun. So I know I know on Sunday during the community hangout on the Discord server, I said that I would only do one set of cards every day. But yesterday I did three sets because I needed to play a little bit of catch up because Sunday was pretty slow. And I ended up having more cards than I thought that I was going to need to make. So it's going to be a very... I'm going to have a lot of back issues tomorrow is what I'm trying to imply here. Hunched over a cutting board. Is the soundtrack handcrafted by you guys? Yes, it is. Everything that we show is made in house, and that includes our soundtrack. I actually, like my primary artistic outlet for myself is music. That's kind of one of the places where I started with Colony was I came up with the idea for it, and then I immediately went going to look for music inspiration for how I felt it ought to sound, and I came up with like some mood boards, so to speak, of from various soundtracks, and then a bunch of the other folks who work on Colony are also musicians, and so we got together and we made this original soundtrack.
So use here.
I gotta remind myself to look up from cutting cards to check out what Matt's making every so often. Get so easily distracted.
Of these two here, I really like the kind of bottom up looking at the Iggy Fora,
Mm-hmm.
and the venom is almost dripping towards you. I might see if I can push that a little bit so the venom droplet is like really close to the viewer,
Ooh,
and so you can really see that like fire effect inside of it.
I would love it if like the proverbial camera lens was getting splashed by a drop of venom.
I can see if I could do something about that.
Okay.
The problem with that is it'd have to be directly under, and you wouldn't get this like nice like Dutch angle of
Oh,
that
fair enough.
character.
Yeah.
It'd be very symmetrical. You just have the character directly above you, and then you'd have big blotches, which
I got you. It's not as
like, it
interesting.
wouldn't look the it wouldn't look the worst, but you'd be getting one cool effect by sacrificing another.
Yeah, I get you. Again, I think of things from like a cinematic perspective instead of like compositional. And so
Mhm.
like when I think of like that idea of like the droplet splashing against the camera lens, I think of like 3D movies, and like my immediate thought was Journey to the Center of the Earth. There's this one shot really early on where Brendan Fraser's character is brushing his teeth and he spits down into the sink, but the sink is the camera. Like that was the first thought that I had with that.
I think the only problem is that I guess it's not really a problem, but this card is not really an attack. It's more of a preparation for an attack.
Right.
And so a lot of these poses feel a little bit like they're too dynamic for that.
Hmm.
Yeah, I definitely feel like sort of a hybrid of these two, with like maybe the pose of this one.
Okay.
There.
That scene grossed you out so bad as a kid, Emerald. I I found it I so I love films. I love cinematography, especially as moving pictures is such an interesting art form, and being able to convey stuff like that. And so very mundane things like and being able to portray mundane things in interesting and dynamic ways is one of the aspects that I love about cinematography. And another example that I could give is I can't. It's one of the last episodes of Breaking Bad. There's this scene where it's like an opening shot, I want to say, where there's just suds in a kitchen sink that are just slowly like slipping down into the drain, and thematically with where the story is at that moment, and just kind of the vibe that that shot gave off and the way that it's like angled and everything, it's like those small mundane things become very profound in a very strange way. And so those kinds of things I really enjoy about cinematography. So for those of you who are curious, yes, I also do filmmaking. I when I was living in Arizona, I was spending a lot of time, or as much time as I could lend, uh, to my friends who did indie film work down there. And I got myself some IMDb credits doing that. It was pretty fun. It's like putting clutter in the background of a piece. The more real it feels, the more immersed you are in the film. Yeah. And sometimes it's not even just about the clutter, it's about being mindful of why you're putting something into a shot or why you're putting something into a piece. Um, this I could keep going on about how much I love film, and maybe I just might. Um,
Go for it.
well, a really good film that does both ends of the spectrum of having minimalism and maximalism expressed in the same film is Blade Runner 2049. Um, there's some parts of the city that, like the orphanage, the guy who runs that place is clearly kind of a hoarder and a collector of things. And so he has a lot of junk just piled up all over the place. But it's organized in a way that's like makes sense to him. But then there's other characters like Wallace, who are hyper organized and have to have everything decluttered. And so like so a lot of his stuff is very minimalistic, and it's not necessarily sterile, because all of the Wallace Corporation interiors are actually the opposite of what I would call sterile. They're very lively, and they have a lot of movement inside of them because of the reflections and refractions of the water elements that they use on those sets. But there's something very eerie, and there's something about those scenes that does feel like dead, and it's hard to explain, but it's like there's an element of human emotion missing out of that stuff. It's very interesting. So, in the intent in which you add things or remove things out of a scene is, like, to me, the most important part of storytelling. Is being mindful of what you're crafting and who these people are within your story.
So the question now is, how viscous is this fluid?
That's a great question. I didn't check the viscosity. Let me go. Let me go take a look. More science.
So I know there was a previous piece where venom was depicted. I don't know if it was specifically Igi venom though.
Yeah, it was Thorn Dagger, the art for Thorn Dagger. I believe there was like a purple venom on the tip of that. But I don't think we ever explored what that was.
The other thing to consider is that while viscosity is something that's a lot more useful for us, it may not make as much of a difference at their scale.
That was my other thought, is how big would droplets be at this scale?
Yeah. Which, I mean, like, futz about with it. I don't... It's not like we're perfectly scientifically accurate.
Yeah. It's one of those things where, like, within the world building, fluids are definitely something they have to be careful of because of their size in relation to the viscosity. But, I mean, with this case, it might just be a rule of cool.
Yeah.
So it says that... hold on. I can't find a viscosity index for alkaloids. Just pretend it's drool, I guess. That's fine.
Get my perspective lines a little bit.
Big goopy droplets might be interesting too, adding to the scale. Yeah. There was a one of our newcomers to the project, Jade. She was experimenting with designs for fluid vials for the Het to use as part of their alchemical stuff. And what this really cool idea she came up with because of their scale is that they could have a water droplet suspended in a tiny blossom, like a tiny flower bud, and it's completely out and exposed openly, but it's still secured safely in there because of the surface tension at that scale, and I thought that was really smart. So, kind of moving along with that. It's a really keen idea. I really like it. I think that also goes to reinforce the fact that, in as much as the world building we create inspires the art equally inspires the world building.
The other thing that I very much have to keep in mind is that this is going to be presented on a very small card,
Mhm.
and so it needs to be readable at a very small scale.
That's true. Not terribly small. They are tarot size, but yeah, I get what you mean though. readability is more important than accuracy at this point. Yeah. Oh, Creative Animus says, hello, hello. What will this sketch be used for? This is a piece that is going to be used as card art for our upcoming RPG.
At this point, I'm just playing with posing and perspective, seeing if I can massage this into a position I like. This light square in the background is how it's going to be cropped for the card. So this allows me to see what's going to be on the card and what isn't, and so I can use that as a reference. I like to do wide shots just because they are pretty useful for splash pages and thumbnails and stuff. And so I'm basically doing like a wide shot and a vertical shot in the same painting at the same time. Lets us double dip a little bit.
Hey, Bennett.
Oh, hey, Bennett.
What's up, guys?
Chillin'.
What's up? What's up?
Creative Animus also asks, RPG mobile game, TTRPG, or something else? This is gonna be a TTRPG. Maybe one day we'll have a virtual version of it, if we're lucky. It's the hope. I'd love to pursue that. For now, it's just a tabletop RPG.
I see we got some Fora action today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing
Iggy
Iggy
Fora.
work. Yeah.
Iggy Breegy.
Iggy briggy. And I'm still, you know me, just cutting out cards.
That's the second certainty of a Meerkat stream.
Yeah.
Is
Halfway through, I'm gonna be going to the
one
bathroom.
going to the bathroom, one going to the bathroom halfway through, and two cutting out cards.
Yep. Until I have these cards made and sleeved and all that jazz, this is gonna be the just what we're doing. Oh. This is my
So
life
I
now,
thought
Mom.
it worked. I thought I was going to. I was gonna miss this stream because I thought I worked from 12 to 8 today, but apparently I worked at 8 in the morning.
Oh, very nice.
So I slept in about an hour, and, until my boss, super chill, by the way. She's super chill. Was like, "You coming into work today, bud?" I'm like, "Shit." Oh, sorry. I said the cuss word.
Oh, dollar in the swear jar. Bah.
This is so bad.
I can't believe you've done this. So they were just like, you're, you never miss a day. You're good. Just take it off.
I've been no, I still came into work.
Oh, okay.
I just got off of work now, actually.
Oh, okay. Well, I forget the
It's just
time is different. Yeah.
It's almost like I'm at the opposite end of the country from you.
Yeah, whoa. It's almost like you have 3 hours on me. Oh, Emerald Dragon asks, okay, I have some trouble with the names for the main species of colony. Fora are ants, yes. Het are moths, correct. Creative Animus also says, I like it. One of my channel subs told me to check you guys out. I'm digging the technique here. That's awesome.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah,
Much appreciated.
We're happy to have you.
absolutely happy to have you. Thank you much.
I like to think we offer something kind of unique just by showing our process and kind of developing the game live, art and all.
Yeah.
Yeah, showing our process and chatting with fans and all that
Yeah.
good stuff.
We love hanging out with our community. We
Our
have a very fun
our community's
community.
goated. Y'all are goated.
Yeah. Seems like the stream cut out for a few seconds. Yeah, we're liable to do that. I got 2 roommates who are probably playing League right now, so...
Oh. That's all I have to say to that is, oh.
Oh, yeah, that's all I gotta say, too. Well, it happens.
You're
Playing League.
more like you're playing League, more like she's out of your league, bro. Like, no.
It's so funny you say that, because one of them, his long distance girlfriend's coming in this Friday.
Riggedy roasted.
Also, my sweetheart is now getting back into League after several years.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's a mess. Well, but luckily she got a puppy, so the puppy's consuming most of her time right now. So we're we're lucky on that front.
Your Honor, League of Legends.
Death. Say what you will about League of Legends.
Death.
Holy music stops. I don't know if there was ever holy music playing in the presence of a League of Legends character or player. Now, I'll tell you what, that there Smite game, that game Smite. League of Legends, if it was developed by Sony.
You play that game.
I do not enjoy most MOBAs. There's been a few that I've been like, it's okay, but I'll I will I'll usually play it a few times, get sick of it, and then remember it's a MOBA and stop playing. I can't get into most MMOs. Most of it is not necessarily even an interest factor. I don't have time for MMOs. I'm too busy with Colony. I'm too busy making stuff.
So which card is this going to be?
Burning Bite.
Burning Bite. Ooh.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that's like a caustic venom that's coming out of his mouth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The as far as the iconic trait category goes for this card, this belongs in the Igira's Blessing trait category. So Igira's Blessing all have to do with the Igi's venom and the hyper caustic burning venom. Yeah.
So I'm guessing the logistics of this is that it takes a little venom, puts it on the mouth.
Yeah, basically. The card description, I forget it already. Hold on.
It is, as you ready yourself to bite a foe, you bloom venom to the tips of your fangs.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh man. We gotta stretch already. We're not too far into the stream, and I gotta stretch already. Oh
I'll tell you what, that's me after Buffalo Wild Wings.
man. I'm not gonna lie. This is definitely me after Buffalo Wild Wings.
Whoa, Buffalo Wild Wings be upon ye. Oh, you know what the worst part of that is? That's the same color as buffalo sauce. This card's now forever going to be known, colloquially to me and no one else, as the Buffalo Wild Wings card.
This is the B-Dubs Venom card. I haven't been to a
really
B-Dubs.
gave him the drip. He's really dripped out right now.
He's dripped out, my guy. Bro, I haven't been to a B-Dubs in a hot minute, and the last time I went, I had their proprietary Mountain Dew flavor. I think it's called like Legend or something like that, and it looks like sink water, man. Like, it looks gross.
I've never been to a B-Dubs. So probably don't need to go.
Dude, B-Dubs fell off hard after COVID. It is not the same since.
B-Dubs never reached my area. There's never a B-Dubs to begin with in my area.
Yeah, same here. I don't think I've ever been in the vicinity of one to begin with.
To be fair,
when I was in college, there was one up towards there about 30 minutes away. But yeah, never been to a B-Dubs.
I have a friend group in Arizona that I would go to B-Dubs with every so often. Actually, like all of my there were like 2 or 3 friend groups that wanted to go there, but I just never understood the appeal. I would have rather gone literally anywhere else.
Now, I'll tell you exactly what it is. It's probably because the beer is cheap.
The beer is cheap. That's true. Well, it was pre-COVID, but now, no. Now,
Heard you got a little political on the stream when I wasn't there.
What's that?
The last art stream last week. Heard you guys were getting a little political in the chat.
Political? Oh, I might have been.
That's right. Did someone say politics stream?
Did somebody say politics?
Politics stream.
I don't know if it was last week, or perhaps it was I mean, I was definitely getting a little heated about about global government issues on Sunday's community hangout, but I don't usually get
Oh
political.
yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw some stuff in the chat. Like, oh man,
Guys,
Isaac, please
not
don't
to
go
be
off the chain
political,
here,
but
dude.
what the heck is oatmeal, dude?
Yeah, what? Yeah, not to offend anybody, but what is oatmeal?
What is oatmeal? What is meal? What is meal? And why do
Brother.
you make it out of oats?
Oats.
Brother.
Brother. Oats.
Brother. I am starving, brother. I must procure your oats.
This is a ruse, brother.
I love that meme's come back.
Yeah, finally. I always felt it was underrated.
I finally showed that one to my parents. My mom found it hilarious. My dad, not so much.
I don't get it. Why does he want the oats?
It's a conspiracy, brother. They're taking us. They're fattening us for slaughter.
They're going to take us to the shed of no return, brother.
Lies, brother. That's where we go to feast with the slim gods.
With the tall, skinny ones.
The tall, skinny gods.
No, brother. I have seen this before.
All of this slowly devolving into colony lore is just a slippery slope. I can feel it.
Man. Feels good to actually be present for an art stream.
It's always fun having you around.
Yeah.
I love being around, dude. I love being around.
It's always good to have Bennett around. Love Bennett. Love me, Bennett.
Love me, Bennett. Love me, Bennett. Love me, Colony. Simple as.
Simple as.
If you see this message, you have been turned into Barry, 63. You've been turned into Barry, 63.
Oh. So, like, on a scale of 1 to 10,
Go on.
that was it.
Well, first of all, why did you not complete that? And second of all, third of all.
Whoa. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how are you guys feeling today?
Decent, all things considered.
Okay. Well,
Not doing
don't.
too bad.
Okay.
I slept more than I did last night.
I feel that.
I didn't sleep as much, but I'm not tired. So, because I went to bed at like 2 a.m. last night, thinking that I was going into work at 12. But then Vicky called me. My boss's name is Vicky. Vicky called me and she was like, "Yeah, you're supposed to be in at 8." I'm like, "Well, let me get dressed. I'll be in."
I woke up to about 1,000 Facebook Messenger dings going off at once.
Oh no.
So I checked, and I had been roped into some kind of a mass, like a mass messaging thing that was like a bunch of people in a group that I used to belong to in Tucson, and the incessant dinging that I was getting, all of the pings, were all from people leaving the group chat. So I just turned my whole phone off after that. And I couldn't fall back asleep, so about 30 minutes later I just turned my phone back on and was like, alright, I guess we're up.
Oh.
Hey, you knock it off. Sorry, my cats are roughhousing.
Yeah, Stuart, you knock it off.
No, I think she's instigating it.
Really?
They were cuddling fine on the piano.
Always how
It
it
was
starts.
actually very, very cute. But yeah, all of a sudden she was just like, "Nope, I'm swatting you."
Yep.
That's calico behavior. People always talk about orange cat behavior. No, that's calico behavior.
It is.
That's what Cleo is. She's dilute long-haired calico.
Okay.
Speaking of cat coats, I actually found this out. Did you know that cream cats are actually technically orange?
They're... Huh? Really?
Because there's three types of melanin in cat genes. One for black, one for brown, and one for orange.
Okay.
So technically, cream-colored cats are just really pale orange.
It's cool to know.
I still call him cream though. He's more. He doesn't look like he's orange at all. If you've ever seen him, if you're part of our server, you've definitely seen him. But
Stuart is kind of the mascot of the community server.
Can speaking of which, Discord's chat. Can I please get yes cats in the chat?
Here, I'll throw one in for you. There you go.
We gotta find a way to make custom emotes for like channel members on
on YouTube. That'd be cool.
Yes, cat will be one of them.
Yeah. Been thinking about it. I don't know how to go about doing that, but
Can I get yes cats in the chat?
Yo, let's get yes cats in the chat. Can I get one shirk in the chat? Shirk? Oh, shirk. I'll give you a shirk. Why not? There you go.
I've been single-handedly responsible for most of the emotes in this.
Yeah. Bennett is our unofficial community ambassador of sorts.
I'm the pontiff of the Church of the Holy Memes.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know
so.
where that was going.
I knew exactly where it was going, and I let it happen.
Friends don't let friends fumble the bag.
Nah. Unless it's a funny bit.
Unless it's a really funny.
Yeah.
You've let
Why?
me fumble the bag so many times.
Dude, sometimes you fumbling the bag is like way better than the bag. Like when you get stuck in a loop on something, you just keep going for 5 minutes straight. I'll just let it happen. It's so much better than the bit
the
itself.
funny thing is, you try so hard not to laugh at me when I do that.
I do.
Because if you laugh at me, then I'll stop.
Exactly.
Like if you laugh, you lose.
I'll be sitting in my chair just like holding my lips shut with a fist, just trying not to die.
Man, you gotta love it. You gotta love fumbling the bag so hard that you become a one man you laugh you lose compilation.
Man, maybe that's something we could do as like a little community stream. Is have
The fumbler.
we could have a you laugh you lose challenge, but it's all memes that the community creates for us.
when the
man yeah. Oh, Very Potato just joined the chat and said, "Ayo, love your stuff. Maybe an interesting question would be, how many biomes/ecosystems do you have planned for the world? As many as there are on Earth. Yeah. We have deserts, like forests. I don't know, like anything you can think of on Earth, we're gonna have. We're representing real world species, and so we want to have their ecosystems represented in equal measure.
Yeah, the idea is you could also personalize it to where whatever the climate is you like where you live, you can kind of say, okay, I'm gonna make a colony map based on my local area.
Yeah.
Like for example, we are for the first story. Can I say what the location is for the first story? Have you said that already?
I have, but I'll it actually is out in the open, but I don't know if a whole lot of people know about it, so I kind of want to keep that a little bit of a secret right now. Let's see. Let's see.
Can I be broader with it? Say like.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
Yeah, Northern California. Northern California is going to be the first region we're going to be focusing on.
Mm-hmm. And as we go along creating expansions and both storytelling wise and with our tabletop RPG, you're gonna see way more biomes and species represented within those biomes. So, yeah.
Once we get to like an Amazon expansion, it's going to be crazy.
Oh God, the Amazon's gonna be like, that's gonna be like almost an entire game unto itself with how many expansions we're gonna have to make with that. It's gonna be insane.
The Amazon expansion and the Africa expansion are gonna be crazy.
Africa's gonna be sick. I'm excited for like Japan.
Oh, the giant hornets.
Yeah, giant hornets and all of the different like crazy spiders they have over there. So the idea is that it's going to be based on the real world, at least for the story. Yes. As far as any material, like all of our species are based off of real life species. We try and use Colony as both a storytelling method as well as like an educational thing. And so all of our species, we try and respect to some degree the entomological aspects about their each individual species, and the Oh, excuse me. So in the case of like the story, there are going to be things of like the location kind of being important, but mostly just as a biome for these species to exist in. And yeah,
it's kind of your playground, whatever you want to make it.
yeah.
If you're a game monarch, it's gonna be what you want to make it.
Mm-hmm. And like you can use the setting of Aoyama if you wish. If you wanted to make something a little bit more alien, there's absolutely opportunities for that, but this is just the way that we're approaching it. Also, yeah, Japan has crazy beetles, which is definitely something I want to spec a lot into when we eventually reach that point, but that's going to be quite a while. So
I'm just waiting for the Australia expansion.
Oh, yes, game masters are called game monarchs. Yeah, yeah. So it's still a GM.
We are still proud of that one.
Mm-hmm.
Man, S is just radiating his light onto this guy.
S is S is just like bless this guy in particular.
By the powers of naughtiness, I hereby declare this particular drop of hot sauce to be really
hot. Man. Hope to see more long-form videos from you guys. Yeah, thank you. I hope that we have some more longer format videos for lore in the works. It's just
we got a big one coming.
Got a big one coming.
Still cooking it.
They actually have plans for 3 big ones coming, but it's gonna be a little bit. We're taking our time, making sure that we're getting it right and representing it the way that we want to.
It's gonna be very, very. It's gonna be an event.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited. You know what? Screw you. Sauce is your aunt.
Sauce is your aunt. He's a saucy boy.
Whoa, what happened?
Huh?
Oh, just looking at the framing.
Yeah.
Look at this dude.
Look at the top of his head.
Look at the top of his head.
Look at his lip.
What lips? Proverbial lips.
Ants ain't got no lips.
Ants ain't got souls.
Ants ain't got souls. We're allowed to show him, dude, because they ain't got no soul.
I haven't watched. I think you should leave in a little bit. I should do a revisit. I love that show.
Oh, I love that. One of the funniest like shows that have been produced by a large studio in ages.
Yeah. Me and my friends used to do.
Hold that door!
Hold that door! One of the groups I used to
Remember-
go to B-dubs with would do day of I think you should leave watch parties. You know what I also haven't finished yet? is the new season of Smiling Friends. Need to get back into that.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah. I've watched like 3 episodes, but have they finished the season?
We get no. We get Zach Hadel to voice a small worm.
Just gotta get Oni. Just voice whatever. I mean, hell, we already have Gianni voicing a character.
Oh man, we got Gianni.
We got Gianni.
I'm still so happy we got him.
Yeah.
A very important character, very central character to the lore too.
Yeah. Super, super important. Pretty excited. Can't wait for you guys to see that.
His performance was spot on.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
But I mean, it's Gianni. Of course, it's going to be.
The man's nails it.
Mr. Duke himself.
Mr. Dick Kickham himself.
Swear jar.
I was dropping a name. Maybe we need to impose rules on the swear jar.
Listen. Heck Keckham.
Heck Keckham? But Keck spelled like K-E-K?
Yeah.
Alright.
Heck
I'll take
Keckham. You could say Rick Kickham, too.
Rick Kickham, yeah. Richard Kickham.
Rickard.
Rickard.
That sounds like a British slang way to say that you're tired.
Rickard? Oh, I'm Rickards. Absolutely Rickards.
Chums, I'd love to stay, but I'm Rickard.
I am tired of cutting cards. I've been doing this.
It was 600 as of yesterday, I know that.
Yeah,
And that's not even an exaggeration.
Not even exaggeration. I still see. So I'm working on 100 right now. So by the end of this, it'll be 500.
Okay.
So many cards, man. But you know what? We'll have a great playtest by the end of this. And hopefully we'll be able to film that playtest. I know this weekend there's a chance that we're gonna do a small playtest, and I definitely already have enough cards to do that with, so...
Oh, good.
We'll see. There was some interest expressed about it, and it would just be just hanging out with friends doing a playtest.
Yeah, so as of right now, I'm kind of just working with the color palette a bit, trying to get the background in a place I like.
He's bro's tweaking his settings.
Bro's
sitting over here
tweaking.
tweaking.
I do very little prep going into these, so a lot of it's just making it up as I go.
Very stream of consciousness.
Very stream of consciousness. I guess you could say he's altering the state. Look at that. These streams have been missing my quips.
That's true. When
now,
we hang,
when Perp draws, he's constantly quipping.
well, when Perp's drawing, he's like hyper focused. Actually, like last stream, he was.
Yeah, that's right. He's got because Perp's got a manifesto.
That's one way of putting it. Yeah. But no, I think that's part of what Thursday's stream was a little dry conversationally, just because didn't have a whole lot of people show up. Yeah, didn't have a whole lot of people showing up. Nobody was really cracking jokes. I was feeling like just absolutely awful, to be quite honest. I was coming off the coattails of a tummy ache.
The stummy was not feeling good.
Yeah. Everything was aching in there.
My fiance hates that word.
Stummy.
Oh, my stummy hurt.
My stummy. It is such like an awful amalgamation word. I don't like it either, but it's funny.
Oh, my stummy. It's such a funny word.
It sounds like a Biggie word.
It does.
Oh man, that man is an enigma.
Yeah. That man. That man eats bananas with the peel on.
He's an Australopithecus of a man.
He's like what would happen if you brought like a Neanderthal back to life. Like everything his vibe gives off is like he's just a modern day Neanderthal, and I love it.
And it's exactly what he wants to be.
Yeah.
No, he wants to be a gnome, I thought.
He just wants to be a creature.
A person can have multiple dreams.
A dubious little creature getting up to mischief.
That's exactly Biggie to a T.
A dubious little creature.
So you're telling me I shouldn't eat eggs with the shell on them?
You eat your Big Mac with or without the shell.
That story he told me of like he didn't like hard-boiled eggs because he didn't like how crunchy they were is so insane. Yep. It's so crazy.
One time he described getting angry at his computer as him screaming so loudly that he ejects spit droplets into his screen and they embed themselves into the screen.
He's such a weird guy. We love Biggie.
Yes.
All the Biggie haters out there. You know
I'll
what
fight you. I'll fight you.
I don't think Biggie has any haters.
No. If Biggie had haters, that's a them problem through and through.
Mm-hmm.
It's like... I lost my train of thought completely.
I'm kind of there. I need to hydrate.
I need to dehydrate that, and by that, I need to go take a restroom break, so I'll be back.
All right. Well, in that case,
Alrighty.
I'll show you guys what I'm working on with the webcam. Hey, for those of you who haven't been in the community live streams when I'm doing this, this is literally all I do all day. I have demo cards for our play testing that I have flipped over and I glue on blank cards onto the back of it. And then after it sets, I come in with an X-Acto knife and I just cut out the cards. And that's what I've been doing for 3 weeks. So here.
It sounds like a sentence like you would give a criminal.
Yeah. A prison of my own making. That's really what Colony is.
I sentence you to 50 years card labor.
Card labor. Pun detected. Throw him in the silo.
Throw him in the silo.
All right, I have returned.
All right, bathroom break over. Now you guys can go look at his stuff.
Looks
Toilet
like the
pissed. Mission accomplished.
another satisfied customer.
What?
You heard me.
Isn't that an XRA bit?
Another satisfied customer.
Another satisfied
might-
customer. That's the spice.
That's the spice. That show has altered my vocabulary in ways that people don't understand.
Yeah. That
Everyone's
nobody
getting
will.
away.
Whenever I say
I'm
the
committing
phrase,
vehicular
"That's the
man burger
spice."
helper.
Vehicular manburger helper has got to be one of the best lines out of that episode.
Vehicular man burger helper. No, another great line from that show. I have some bad news and a snack for you.
Yes, that's classic. I have friends who have never even seen XRA and they quote that line. I have some bad news and a snack for you.
Oh man, that's his voice is one of my favorite voices to do for a bit.
It's just easy because nobody takes it seriously. Like, you could say whatever you want in that voice and everybody will be like, he's just doing a bit. It's like the equivalent of saying in Minecraft.
I know. I'll use nature to rescue your pet. And what could be more natural than fire, 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 fire? Shows that irreversibly altered my vocabulary. There's two main ones I can think of. There's I Think You Should Leave and Save Your Renegade Angel.
Yeah. That's so real, bestie.
So true, bestie.
So true, bestie.
Smash that fucking like button. Oh shit, oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
$2 in the swear jar, Bennett.
Double trouble.
$50! Oh man, I am losing terribly. I'm down bad today.
Just about as down bad as your mother was last night.
Oh, oh, oh. I'm trying. I can't say my normal line because that would cause me to put 2 more in the swear jar.
Man.
That would cause me to put 2 more in the swear jar.
Let's put $1 in the swear jar. And where do the dollars go? That's right, the swear hole.
It goes in the swear hole.
That might be what I call the swear jar. For a while in my house, in Arizona, I had to have a jar
An
called
Among Us jar.
the Among Us jar. Anytime somebody made an Among Us joke, they had to put $1 in the jar.
Because at that time, it really was like a reflex.
Yeah, it really was.
God. I curse like a swaler. Like a swaler?
A swaler.
A
Swale
swaler.
lord.
Got swalers in the chat. Swalers in the chat, sound off.
Oh, hey, what kind of instruments do the sec have? Sec. Yeah, I'm not sure the, do you mean the Sikau? The
Or
cicada
Sakuta,
folk?
maybe.
Or Sakuda, yeah.
Yeah, the
Oh yes, Sakuda, yeah, the insects of colony, Sakuda. So they have a variety of different instruments. I've crudely drawn, like sketched some of them out myself. I'll have to upload those at some point somewhere, like, not sure, maybe on the website. I'll just be like, hey, this is my little craft corner.
Hey, this is my,
I can pull up real quick. There's an EDOM instrument that I designed.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
He has the bow.
Or whatever that. We don't even know what that instrument is called.
That's why I said the bow. It's because it's a bowed instrument.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's some kind of a bowed lute kind of a thing. But there's also larger, like, there's instruments that require bands of Sakuda to produce noise with that I've kind of semi-designed, and that is getting those depicted will be something that we eventually get to. It's just those are very complicated, and trying to figure out how to lay out all of the mechanisms for those kinds of things. Those instruments are probably some of the most complex pieces of, like, technology that the Sakuda exhibit.
Oh man, did you see that thing I sent you the other day where the idea for like an Edom battle wagon?
Yeah, you did. Yeah. That would be pretty sick, actually. So bringing this up, it's actually kind of music is very important to the Sakuda. Music is one of the primary ways in which they pass down oral history through Mamoku, and the Edom are kind of known as being like the keepers of the history because they're of their bardic backgrounds and traditions. And
they're one of the 4 major magical races, and so music literally in the world of Colony is akin to magic, and I think that's so cool.
Yeah. It's that was a very deliberate choice of mine, where I was just like, being a musician myself, to me, music is like the closest thing we have to real magic. You can completely change a person's emotional state just by listening, like having them listen to different kinds of music, and that
different, not even different music. You can like even the building blocks of music. Like you listen to a minor chord and you think, oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
You listen to a major chord and you're like, oh, that's happy. You listen to
augments, like
an
Phrygian
you
or
listen
stuff
to
like that.
you listen to like an augmented seventh, and you're like, ooh, that's a little sultry. Like,
Or like you have like you can exhibit so many different emotions through music. So like music to me is real life music or real life magic. And so one of the things that I knew early on developing Colony, especially already having that envisionment for having um, the what's it called? Like having large instruments that are played by multiple bands, is I knew that I wanted to have something that was going to be like a if you've ever seen anime music, I wanted to have music videos that look like anime music videos, but they're they're insects playing their instruments. So maybe one day we'll have that. It's one of the parts of the project that I would love to have, because it would be a way for us to be able to exhibit the aesthetic of Colony. It would be a way for us to show off cultural traditions within each of their species, and it would be a way for us to show music like that is diegetic to their world. And I should also note that the soundtrack itself is most of the music in it is diegetic. Like the Chattering Downpour is one of the traditional songs that came from very early in the Fora's history, or the Burrow's Mine is a traditional working song for the Terra in the mines. They're like all as much of the music as I could possibly make diegetic to the world of Colony was made diegetic. So.
I think the best example of a diegetic song to Colony would probably be Awaken.
Awaken's so cool. That one is that is the first song that the Sikau sing after waking up from their 9-year slumber in the Dreamlands. Are songs shared? Yes, absolutely. They while they don't carry the same significance culturally across different peoples, they still share their music with each other, and it's especially shared more commonly through Idome bards, who are able to capture a lot of the essence of the Momoku, the pheromone memories. They're able to replicate those much stronger when they share the music with other species.
Yeah, absolutely. It's because on one tier of understanding of the music, it's the actual sonic
The frequencies.
The frequencies hitting your eardrums, but on the other end of it, you taste and smell the pheromones in the air, and it brings you back to that place where it was written.
Mm-hmm.
And the feelings that were associated with it.
Yeah, the music in Colony is a deeply spiritual experience. It runs through every aspect. Yeah. It flows through every aspect of your being.
And that's totally not us being nostalgia to Electric Boogaloo. but that's totally not us being not being snobs, because we're both musicians.
Yeah, no. Obviously a very fantastical representation of how I personally feel about music, for sure.
In other words, music make you lose control. Music make you lose control.
Every day. It's on site.
Me and me and slipping in song lyrics to random things.
Standard Bennett practice.
Standard Bennett behavior.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what though, this thing that Matt is drawing right now, music to my eyes.
Mhm.
Yeah, appreciate that. It's coming together.
The
Definitely
way that
more
it,
quicker than I thought it would.
it feels like molten lava dripping off
does.
of. It's so cool.
Yeah, I kind of just
I
leaned
think-
into
I
that after a certain point. I was like, screw it, let's just make it like lava. I
I
vibe
think
with
the
it.
only thing that would make it feel like even more dynamic is like I see there's a glow a little bit on some of them, but like even like lean into that even more.
Like having flames or something coming off of it.
Not even flames, just like just the just like the steam,
Oh,
like steam coming off.
it's an interesting idea.
Like it's like you know how bromine looks like
Yeah,
whenever
yeah.
whenever you
The
get lit,
vapor.
how it has a vapor coming off. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking of.
I get you. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Emerald Dragon Aspro didn't become a full illustration. I swear I've been watching this whole time. That's Matt's process is crazy. You like it all just kind of flows together simultaneously.
Matt plays 4D chess whenever he draws.
Yeah. There's at some point you can tell that it's kind of like, oh, this is very nearly done, or very nearly like in a state of completeness, and then all of a sudden it just like a toggle switches and it's there. It's just it's very jarring when he pulls back and you're like, oh wow, we're there already. Okay.
Yeah, going into these, I kind of panic like halfway through because like, damn, this looks like crap, and I don't know like how this is gonna turn out. And I just play with gradients, play with colors, tweak things a bit, and eventually it kind of just like, yeah, it clicks. You're like, okay, that looks right. Like that's correct. So it surprises me as much as it surprises you. I'll say that.
This
Learn
ant
good
almost-
fundamentals, get them hammered into your head, and you'll know when stuff looks right.
Now that I think about it, this ant almost looks rabid.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of going for that. Like it's aggressive. It's like, I'm going to bite you in a second, so let's get it going.
I'm going to bite you. My venom is going to enter your veins. You are going to perish.
You are going to hurt.
I will
I
make
am-
you hurt.
I am going to make you hurt.
And you could have it all, my empire of dirt.
My empire of ants.
Over and over, the pheromones. The overwhelming harmony, consuming the colony. The circle rules your life.
Man.
Those were more song lyrics, by the way.
Which song was that? Because I think I got lost in the sauce on that one.
Spiral of Ants by Lemon Demon.
Oh, I haven't listened to Lemon Demon in a fat minute. I'll have to go back and listen.
Spiral of Ants in particular is beautiful. It's one of the
Colony-coded.
best ways. It's like one of the best ways to end an album, to be honest, because that's the final track off of Spirit Phone.
I've been listening a lot to Tool recently. Surprise, surprise. I'm back on my Tool. But
He's back. He's got. It's Isaac with the tool.
I love Tool. Tool's awesome. Tool really is just it's to music for music nerds.
Tool and Primus, really.
Yeah, freaking Primus. Oh, Mans is adding in a enemy row spotted.
No, this is the same. This is the same one as the main like. I feel like that's the cover artist of the Fora facing off against the row, and the row's about to like blast his.
Oh, this is like what happens right before.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah, the
Menacing.
menacing. Ro.
I can't. Oh man, I can't say that. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna put $1 in the swear jar. I can't beat the shit out of you without getting closer.
We really do need to get a swear jar going at some point, though.
I've been trying to contain myself all day at work.
Wait, you work at a truck stop?
Yeah.
Like, you mean to say that you don't swear in front of the truckers?
You're not supposed to. Not like I swear in the back rooms all the time. But you're not supposed to out and like on the floor.
Bro, me and my coworkers when I was working at the gas station, that was like half of the vocabulary.
And truckers, man, truckers, they said
They got words.
they got they're like the Shakespeare of naughty language.
They'll
they
make
use-
words up
they
you didn't
use-
even know existed.
They use swear words. They'll what is it? They'll synthesize new swear words from particles.
They'll go to CERN to make new swear words.
They go to CERN.
BRB, crafting new slurs at CERN.
Oh, crafting new slurs.
Man,
Slurn.
slurn. Them some bars.
Slurn.
Slurn. CLERN, slurn.
Speaking of CERN, have you seen Free Body Problem yet on Netflix?
Oh yeah. I've watched through it
Yeah.
twice now.
Oh, it's so good.
I read the book. I didn't see the.
How is the book, by the way? I've been
It
meaning
has
to
a
read it.
very different.
Dude,
It has a
book
very
is
different feel
awesome.
from the show.
The book is that whole series is awesome. Because
We'll have
it's
to
Yeah,
it's
I
like one
just
of
finished the second book and I'm
it is
getting ready to start the
probably-
third.
It's up there with I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream for like the bleakest depiction of sci-fi.
Ooh. I'll have to get into it. I've been what I like, so I've been okay, this is gonna sound really nerdy. One of my comfort videos when I'm just sitting around like trying to relax is I like to watch physics dissertations about astrophysics. And so I love
I get
James
that.
Beecham. I love I've been discovering more of those kinds of guys, but the James Beecham is a particle physicist and quantum physicist at CERN, and he's one of the guys who's looking for the trace signs of different kinds of particles that would lend to our better understanding of the universe, and trying to find energy readings close to the Planck length. And so He has a lot to say about like the way that astrophysics, which is on that macro scale, interacts with quantum physics at the micro scale, and it's cool. His dissertation or his seminars are just amazing. I cannot recommend watching him enough. He's so cool.
That's me, but with philosophy and what is it?
I deadass thought you were going to say with velociraptors.
Velociraptor. It's like that old meme, Velociraptor.
Yeah, classic.
That's a classic meme. There's dead memes, right? And then there's classic memes.
Yeah.
That was back when the lifespan of a meme was like 5 years.
A couple years, yeah.
Man, how times have changed.
Half-Life is so short. Yeah, it's wild.
TikTok ruined meme longevity.
I think it was before TikTok, even a little bit before TikTok.
Realistically, it was Vine, but still.
We're just old men.
Yeah.
We're just old men over here yelling at the clouds.
What I can say is that there was this group on YouTube called 5-Second Films that was doing what Vine was doing long before Vine was a thing. They were making comedy sketches that over the course of 5 seconds, literal 5-second films. Not all of them were comedy sketches. They had like Bummer Week where they'd make like really depressing shorts, but still, so like that format was like in my mind already kind of dominated by really well-crafted writing, and they were filmmakers, so they already had these amazing camera skills and special effects skills, and they were this group of creators doing this, and then Vine comes along and kind of saturates that market in a very like... Some of this stuff on Vine was really good, but it wasn't curated as thoughtfully, I felt, as 5-Second Films was doing it. So
I'm about to activate 1,000 sleeper agents that were born from the year 1998 to 2001.
Oh no.
Duke, do you want the ball?
Oh god. Man.
Duke, do you want the ball?
I'm gonna need you to stop. I don't know if my brain can handle going back that far in time right now.
New from My Little Pony.
New from My Little Pony. The Baraki have taken over Equestria.
New from Bionicle. I just did a boom boom.
God, what the fuck?
I just did a boom boom.
Oh, there's another swear in the swear jar, dollar in the swear jar. Dang it!
I didn't say anything.
I did.
I'm thinking pheromone glyph, but then also I'm thinking I don't want to mess with the palette.
Their so their pheromones are orange anyway.
Oh, I forgot that we had each or a clan had unique pheromone colors.
Yeah, you're good, bro. You're good. Get that orange in there.
Get it in there.
And it's not it's fiery orange. So like actually their pheromones kind of do look like fire because I want them to be distinguished against Dar pheromones since these are Agira. So yeah, if you want to make them look a little bit more gnarly than Dar pheromones, go for it.
So I don't think I've been caught up with the Agira lore.
Oh, Agira? You don't know about Agira? So Agira is Igira. Agira is the name of the quote-unquote fire demon that visited the Igi folk. So she is a member of the Countless, which is the same species as the Asatari. She's a minor deity, a very minor deity, but she found patrons amongst the Igi folk. So there you go. Yeah, they caught up.
So she's like the patron saint of fire.
In a way, she's also like really Zek is kind of like the patron saint of fire. She's more like a minor, like a minor
she's
player.
Like Mithras. She's like Mithras.
Yes, yeah, that's a good way.
Probably the best way I could compare it.
Yeah, that's pretty close actually. Like, yeah, cross mythologically, yeah, that's pretty close.
Stu came up. Say hi to Stu, everybody. Do it now.
Hello, Stu.
Do it now. This is a threat.
We love you, Stu.
They love you. Everyone loves you.
I don't.
Oh,
How could you say that, Matt?
fighting words.
All the Stu haters out there, get out.
No, wait, we have a stream to do. Wait.
Right now. Let's do it.
Nope, too late.
Ah!
You must choose.
Stuart or the artwork? Choose now.
Listen to this dude right now. Listen to him. He is very happy.
Good.
Hi, Stu.
Not taking as long as the headpiece I did last month, which I am okay with.
It's almost like drawing a hole in literal reality.
It's a difficult thing to portray.
Yeah. Yeah, that one was definitely charting some new territory. I think anything Fora is kind of well tread at this point.
Yeah.
I thought about throwing some clothes on this guy, but I think honestly it's a simple card with a simple action, and I think the art should reflect that. So
Yeah. I like
It's
it.
almost
to
like
say that's
no
probably it there.
Kind of makes
I'm gonna
him
call
feel
it.
like a berserker, like he's.
Mhm.
Yeah,
like
he's
it.
ready to go. He's like, let's throw hands. Let's go.
I also appreciate that you're already setting up for a companion piece from the perspective of that Ro or Het up there, whichever one it's gonna be.
I left it kind of ambiguous. It's just this silhouette, the ominous floating silhouette.
I like it.
Someone throw that image of the chat of the guy with the moth behind him.
That's that's like the image of MC Ride from Death Grips and the fucking dollar.
Another dollar.
Man, you guys are doing terrible today.
Another dollar.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
It's like another image of like I said, that image of MC Ride from Death Grips and the moth that flies in front of the camera.
Exactly. That's exactly what he's talking about. Oh man.
Yeah, we love Stu here. Stu is our boy.
Stu is our boy. Well, with that in mind, since it took significantly less time than the last time we had you, would you be potentially interested in starting another piece?
Probably not. I do have plans to play Magic with my friends tonight.
Oh yeah,
and
fair
I'm
enough.
Looking forward to that. So.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, next time we have you on, it'll either be a Manta or an Apoy. Dealer's choice.
Honestly, I do like just having a rotation, just doing something different each week. Keeps me fresh, keeps me interested, and yeah, I just love cycling with the different races because they each have such a very distinct feel from each other.
Yeah. Well, in that case, do we feel like we're ready to wrap up then?
I'm good to call it.
All right. Well, thanks
All right.
everybody for joining, and we'll see you next time.
Take care.
All right. We'll see you.
See